Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you are tuning in. This is the 330 to go morning show. I am your host, Julie Holiday. I come to you very gratefully from Akron, Ohio, and we're here to basically bring you all of the, maybe not all, but just a little snapshot of the things that are happening in and around the city. It's still quite cold out there, of course. I mean, we're in January, we're almost in February. Today is the 31st. In case you're just waking up, it's 7:05 in the morning. And overall, your weather today, just FYI, is highs around 40 degrees. It's a little bit over freezing. It's still not warm enough to take all the dogs for the walk, but maybe with a lot of layers. A little bit of mix of cloud and sun for your morning, and then followed by cloudy skies this afternoon. So tonight, a little bit more clouds and 34 degrees in Akron in the Rubber City. This morning, we're going to have a look at your traffic map. I do have some good news on that. And there's just a little bit going on in the city. There's not a ton of news happening, so you're not missing out on too much here in Northeast Ohio. We would love to know if you happen to be aware of an event that's coming up or something that's going on in the city. We would love for you to share and to engage with us. Also, today's national holiday is National Hot Chocolate Day, which I don't have hot chocolate today, but I do have a delicious cup of coffee. And I got a little Keurig machine, so I'm so excited about that. So maybe we should like sip to every time we say a certain word. That's kind of what I'm thinking. How about Ohio? Every time you hear the word Ohio, let's take a sip of whatever it is that we're drinking, which I hope it's something that is not too strong in your morning. If you're just heading out, good luck to you. There's really no snow. It's mostly just a little bit cold this morning. Again, highs today around 40, the low of 34, and then tomorrow a bit cloudy, 45. I want to know how you're doing this morning. Please, interact with me. We can see your comments. I will take a look at the comments like throughout the show too. Yay. Okay. So today's mood, it's Wednesday. It's basically we're feeling halfway there. Let's say you're posting on social media today. Just a little tip for you. Telling relatable stories, engaging with people, having gratitude is a really big thing for the week and just in general for the day. So just a little tip if you're posting on social media today, maybe something that's like a day in the life or team highlights would be a really good thing to do today. And so, yeah, just grateful here at like the 330 to go team has been so gracious to me. I've been so lucky to have sort of this little platform to talk with you in the mornings. And it's so lovely. And I want to do it every single day. So I'm very grateful for that. National Hot Chocolate Day today. Love that. Hey, your quote of the day is brought to you by Jim Rohn, who is a personal development and motivational speaker. We also are interested in what you have to say too. So if you have a specific quote or something that you love hearing, that's like your mantra, we would love to hear it from you. So Jim Rohn says, either you run the day or the day runs you. And I personally love this quote because I feel like if I don't have a good morning routine, then I'm sort of playing catch up the rest of the day. So for me, what a good morning routine looks like is not necessarily getting up too early. I mean, on our morning show days, it is a bit early, but basically I say immediately to my creator, thank you. And I set my little timer and I just do 3 minutes of just gratitude and thank you, thank you, thank you. And almost before every single time I say thank you, there's like something that flashes in my head of like what it is that I'm thankful for. My dog, my husband, my home, living in this town, like living in this time. I actually really enjoy that I live in a time where there's amazing technology and we're able to get to each other in different ways. I also, ask God, like, what do you want me to do today? Like, I welcome you into the different parts of today. So please show me what you would want me to do. And then I do a bit of a meditation. I love doing meditation. If you're new to meditation, just sitting there and like hanging out is kind of the vibe. You just have to like just sit there and do nothing and just commit to yourself to do nothing. And sometimes there's some real peace that comes there. So that's just what I do in the mornings before I let the day run me. So thank you, Jim Rohn, who brought that not necessarily to us, but who in his teaching has brought that. And also a good breakfast. I find that like a healthy breakfast, some veggies. I really like green beans. Green beans and eggs go really well together. It's kind of strange. Do you have a favorite breakfast? I basically have the same one every day. So green beans, eggs, um, fruit, like berries, and then some sort of like half and half in my coffee. So yeah, that's what I got. Let's take a look before we get to your word of the day. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Akron traffic. I wanted to show you, so some good news on that front is that both 271 and Route 8 are open again. There is still construction going over there, but the good news that 330 To Go is reporting along with the major news networks is that it is reopened. And it's just such an incredibly sad story. So that is the only good news from it, is that those are both open. There is still construction there. I'm interested still to see like kind of how it continues to evolve, and the more we know about the accident and what happened there. So here is really like where that's at. So here's 80, that's kind of going through Peninsula, going through like Sagamore Hills, which I used to live in Sagamore Hills. I really enjoyed it there. I liked the little shopping, the shopping that was there. It was nice. It wasn't like amazing. It was like Target, but still, it was really good shopping. So yeah, we're just seeing a little bit of construction right through there. And here is I can show you one of the cameras here. Zoom in here for you. Yeah, so State Route at theirs is like the turnpike basically. So it's looking really nice over there. It's not backed up. And then if we go a little bit more north to basically where that accident was, and we look at the camera here, I can show you. So see, it's pretty much flowing pretty well, but there are still some construction like barrels there. So there may still be slowdowns, but from our research, it looks like everything is back open, which is really great news. Taking a wider look at Northeast Ohio this morning of just what's going on out there. If you need to be aware of any slowdowns or any accidents out there, no, it's looking good. It's looking like just some construction going into downtown Cleveland. It's looking pretty clear. If you're headed to the airport, again, there's really nothing going on. So if you're headed out, that's something that's incredibly positive. We always like whenever there's smooth sailing out there in the traffic. So Jessica says she's never tried green beans and eggs. It's a new one. It is, but it kind of pairs well together, like, because green beans don't really have a flavor. Like they have like a little bit of a flavor, and then the eggs, like the consistency together is really good. So, well, good, and I'm glad that you're liking the live look at the maps. Me too. Okay, so traffic is looking great. The word of the day is unrequited. And basically that means something that is not reciprocated or returned in kind. So, I think majority of us, even when I saw this word today, was like unrequited. I always think of unrequited love, and it's basically loving something unconditionally that cannot love you back, or doing something kind for someone that they can't do back for you. I think about this, when I'm driving in Northeast Ohio and seeing someone who is like down and out on their luck, and possibly, giving them a donation or even saying a kind word internally for them is something that I think can be something that's not reciprocated. And I believe that parents have this for us, that my mom and my dad like totally love me without having anything in return. Even though I'm making it sort of a goal of mine to be able to give back in the ways that I can and to show up as a better person and just a better daughter, making those calls and spending that time, maybe buying my mom a cup of coffee and asking her things about like growing up and there's things. So I'm curious, do you have anything that you can think of that's unrequited? So that was the word of the day today. So hopefully you can have unrequited love in your, even for yourself, like even just having like that, you know what, I'm going to make mistakes. I'm not perfect, but I'm going to do my best and I'm going to have that unrequited love and just be kind to myself. So some of your top news today in Akron, it's a little bit slow as far as news goes in like Northeast Ohio. Again, would love to hear if you have knowledge of something going on in Northeast Ohio. I just love Northeast Ohio. I wanted to also bring some history of the area to the show because that's something that I love the absolute most is the history of Akron. Like where I live, like in Northeast Ohio, it's just like a ton of like the rubber factory, was here. And the homes are just so unique and the neighborhoods are like these little boroughs and you can just go, I mean, all over Northeast Ohio, you can just jump, like you can just drive for like 20 minutes and you're in a whole different place. Like I was in Medina last night and it was just like, this is just so cool. Like I want to get a hotel like in Medina, like and just have like a few days there. Like I feel like the vibe changes so quickly and there's just so much to do. So one of the things that's happening, so Lock 15 has been sold. The company Lock 15 has been sold. There's like a big merger on that local craft beer world. And basically Brew Kettle, they're going to be both owned by a management company. So the deal was reached with Brew Kettle, where Lock 15 and Brew Kettle will now be owned by a management company. So they said that nothing at Lock 15. So if you can think Lock 15, like kind of over by like Luigi's, I guess you could say, which is also very delicious. The North Side Marketplace, kind of over down there. So they say that nothing at Lock 15 is really going to change, but the merger will allow for much better margins and whatnot. So yeah, just kind of some news on the food and beverage front. So Cranes Cleveland reporting that. Thank you so much. Some leadership is continuing to evolve as we have a new mayor in place, and Elizabeth Saraceno has been chosen as the senior development director. And she's actually a native of Akron. She went to the university, and she spent many years serving in the community. And she's also has had employment through the Stewart's Caring Place. So congratulations to Elizabeth Saraceno. Actually, we're really happy to have her back because was before living in Pittsburgh. And she even says that she's incredibly happy to be back. So you can see updates about the leadership in Akron that's happening on the Facebook page 330 to go. If you're just tuning in, this is the 330 to go morning show. I'm Julie Holiday. We come to you every Monday and Wednesday at 7. And we're hoping just to bring some good news to your morning. We want you to wake up and get like a good mindset going for your day. It doesn't always have to be doom and gloom. And what do I have to do today? Like, another word that I want to bring to our conversation is just trust, that trusting of, not being like doom and gloom and impending like doom of life, but really just being trusting that things are going to work out. They always have worked out. And we have unrequited love and things will be okay. So just hoping to bring that to you this morning. Please share this if you're watching and if you're feeling inspired, just share it. You can easily just hit the little like arrow button and then you can easily just share it on your own profile. We love to see that. You can also comment and I do my best to read the comments, and also our producers do that too. And if you're watching this and it's not live, still comment and we will do our best to comment back to you. So I'm hoping that you're having a good morning. I'm drinking coffee with no cream this morning. I didn't have time to put it in there, but that's okay. It's delicious. And our word that we're drinking to today is Ohio. So we're just drinking every time we hear that word. Sorry, but I love coffee. It's delicious. Um, a little bit more of like Summit County news. Peninsula is now in the sewer district, so that's just something that I think, like, if you're really into knowing of all of the ways that the districts work. On Monday night, Executive Eileen Shapiro and County Council accepted the village of Peninsula into the Summit County Metropolitan Sewer District. So congratulations and welcome. I don't really want to go to that party, but perhaps it's a smashing good time. Um, the West Akron Baseball League signups are now open, and basically, softball, T-ball league. You can visit wabl.org to register, and it's for ages 4 to 6, and then also, so that's for T-ball, and then baseball and softball is ages 6 to 14. So again, it's wabl.org for those West Akron Baseball League signups. I love watching baseball. I think baseball is one of my favorite sports to watch, for sure. I think that between that and basketball, I like to watch basketball. I used to play it. I hated playing it. It was very hard, very physical. Did you play sport? I want to know. Northeast Ohio Craft Brewery. Oh, good. Yes, I know. I do. I love Medina. Yes, the little downtown square. I do. I want to visit it more. I feel like I don't give it enough. Like, but you know where I like to drive is on that state route, like 18. I don't know if it's a state route, but it's 18, like from like Fairlawn to like 71 in Medina. It's actually a cool little stretch. There's the Hilo Brewery. There's which I have to go into this place. Smarticle's Toy. Like, what sort of treasure is on the hill? Like, I must go in there. And then there is a gorgeous looking spa. Are you familiar with that spa? It looks like a cabin, like it looks like something off of Real Housewives, like where they would get their spa masks and hair done and everything. It looks like so gorgeous. In national news, Elon Musk has announced that a human has received a Neuralink brain implant over the weekend. So basically, he posted on his X, formerly Twitter platform, on Monday that the operation took place on Sunday and that the patient was recovering. So basically, it's an implant of, like, it's a chip, which I don't even know what kind of things this chip has. Like, if a computer chip is in my brain, like, I would immediately have so much more knowledge, but it's okay. I'm good. I don't need a Neuralink. But basically, it was a successful surgery, he says. And so this is just something that we need to just keep, I guess, in our in our minds of that this is happening. And if you are in the stock market, look up Neuralink and Elon Musk, because potentially that could be something that is transforming the world. I like to stick with meditation. I think that is basically having a Neuralink implanted, but to each their own. There is a solar eclipse watch party presented by 330 To Go, the page that you're watching on. And it's a event with food and fun, and it's open to the family. And basically, we're going to watch the solar eclipse together. It's at Schneider Park, which is in West Akron. It's a large, basically open field, and that is April 8th. So keep a lookout for that, April 8th. We know it's January now, but hey, I'm liking this like pre-planning. That's one of my goals for this year, is just to be like more organized, to pre-plan a little bit, be ahead of the game, because there's nothing worse than feeling like you're behind. So still things outdoors, Boston Mills, Brandywine Ski Resorts, they're open daily. And the lift tickets, just so you know, range from $24 to $55. Do you like skiing? I Please share. Um, I have never tried. I don't think I would be good at it, but then I also think like maybe I would be good. I'm not sure. I am a little bit athletic. Like I played volleyball and I like to, like just at least like move my body. I like to be outside when it's warm. I don't know if I'd be good at skiing. Is it similar to something else that I could like is it similar to like an elliptical? Like what else can skiing do truly? Like where else can I learn how to be a better skier? I've never tried. That new exhibit is still going on at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's basically celebrating 50 years since the first Steelers Super Bowl season. And yeah, that would be so fun. That's something really cool to do indoors because it's still winter in Ohio. Also, too, I posted recently to Julie Holiday page on Facebook what to wear in the winter time, looking at like really nice and like plush materials. There's like something called winter white, which is like a little bit of like a creamier like off white that's really in right now. Some the patterns that are in are houndstooth, of course. The houndstooth will never be out. And if you can think of like those puffer jackets, like it's like a black, mostly black, but it could be almost any color, but it looks like kind of like bubble wrap a little bit. Those jackets are still really in. They're the it jacket for 2024 winter. So you can see that video on my page. There's also a step dancing class at the community center on Lawton Street, and it's a Chicago step dancing class. So basically, it's a Chicago urban style dance, and so people are saying that they're drawn to it because of the smoothness, and there's free classes that are happening. There's like donation accepted, but basically the Rubber City Steppers Facebook group is where you would find more information. We'll post that also on the 330 to go 330 to go page on Facebook. But there's like just some dance classes. I would like to take a dance class. I'm going to talk to Larry about it. I would like to take a dance class. I think it's fun. We took a class before we got married, just one class, but it was so informative and it was like so nice. And I didn't know that I had to I felt like we were like in Dirty Dancing where you have to like, like create your own space and you have to also like show up fully for the other person. Like you have to still have like tension, like you have to push, and it was cool. It just kind of was a nice life lesson of like you have to show up in your relationships, in your life. Like you have to also be present. You can't just only follow someone. You have to also like be present within yourself. So anyway, so a big Cavs win on Monday night. Just a little look at sports right now. Just a little highlight of your sports. We also have the 330 to go sports show, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 a.m. So let's see. So the Cavs 118, the Clippers 108. So we're so grateful for that. Great job, Cavs. We love you. And one of my goals too is to continue to bring you some updates from I really do enjoy LeBron James and like his things that he has done for Akron. And so one of my goals is to bring you news on that front. And House 330, they have some really cool things going on. If you've never been there, stop, drop, and go to House 330 because it's the old Tangier transformed into something that is unrecognizable to what was there before. And you can grab a cup of coffee at Starbucks. You can grab hot chocolate in there because it's National Hot Chocolate Day. But they have like tons of places to sit. And there's a secret meeting room that's there. Very open, very, very welcoming, and you can sort of tour the space. They kept the integrity of the old theater that was there. If you remember Tangier, if you ever saw a show there, like that real old, cool, like such a cool vibe in that theater. So I'm so glad they kept it. And there's a lot of nods to what was there before. And there's also now the LeBron James Museum is open in like the first floor of that development. So it's just such a cool place to check out if you're looking for some good Akron history. So just a reminder on your weather today. Again, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today, the highs are around 40 and lows around 34. And then for the rest of the week, we're floating between the mid 30s to 40s, and rain showers becoming more likely as we move into Friday. And just want to say thank you so very much for joining me. And we love being able to come and do this, and especially in a time when we're able to sort of be a lot more virtual and be on social media. We're so grateful. So, so let's see. So we have a couple of comments. She Did It Videography is the queen of Medina. I would love to meet you. I've been wanting to meet you for so long. So thank you for that reminder. And yeah. And Jessica's only been skiing once and it was a spectacle. I cannot imagine. Like, I would tell everybody, like, don't even try to take any sort of footage because it would be very embarrassing. But maybe it's easy. I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where it's like you've never done it and you never knew you could do it. And then when you do it, you're like amazing at it. Okay. Well, Ohio. It's been awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can find 330 to go on all platforms, and you can also find me, Julie Holiday. Please search us out, comment. We will do the same. It's all about engagement out there. And also something for your day is to basically, if you're on social media, look for something else that you can just help and encourage someone else with. So if someone's posting about their family or they're posting about a job, maybe today you can comment something very sincere and just helping to lift each other up. I mean, that's really what social media, I think, is to lift each other up. So I hope that your Wednesday is great. Again, your mood is halfway there. We're halfway to the weekend. We're almost into February, which means we're closer to spring. And I am become much happier and a better person when the sun's out. Catch this show every Monday and Wednesday at 7 a.m. Let us know. Is it too early? Do you want it to be a little bit later? Do you want more specific news, more events? Tell us what it is that you're looking for in your morning show. And again, we're just so grateful to have this opportunity. And please let us know what else we can bring to you. Have a wonderful rest of your Wednesday.
If you could live anywhere, where would it be? And what would it be like? Open up a world of possibilities when you sell your home and make those dreams real. When you work with a world-class agent at Coldwell Banker, you benefit from trusted guidance and our revolutionary seller's assurance program to make your home sale more rewarding than ever. So it really is true. Your dreams don't have to be just dreams.